Shadow Wizard Money Gang. We love casting spells. This podcast is brought to you by the Shadow Government.
Hi there, folks, and welcome to TV Tuners. It's a television podcast for the true fanatics. It's a weekly dive in the latest in TV news and reviews. I'm your host, Swanson. With me, as always, is my co-host and girl who's very concerned about the thing she found in the bathroom, Stairmaster.
Hey, is it really okay, the thing?
It's totally fine, love.
No, I'm talking to the air attendant in the sketch. Why would I be talking like this to the guy who told me
it's alright.
okay?
It's okay. It's totally okay. Don't worry about it.
I just want to make sure that
I'm going to stare at you. I'm going to stare at you real hard, and you're going to understand what I mean when I say it's okay.
I'm another person. I think we should talk to the airline guy.
I think you should shut up, bitch.
Can you imagine?
Everyone knows I'm evil now, so it's okay if I act more hostile than I did the entire time before.
It would be very funny if he had said that during that scene. And then he just had a bunch of guys on the F movie comments being like, based.
F movie? I would never look at F movie.
Yeah, what kind of evil site are you discussing?
Yeah, just bleep that out.
You wouldn't steal a TV show.
We don't want to give our listeners ideas.
Criminal ideas.
That other voice you're hearing, of course, is our other co-host and world's worst pilot, Kiorein.
Guys, I gotta let them hijackers in here do 9/11 because they're threatening my mistress.
That shit is gripping.
This guy, he knew where his bread was buttered.
Yeah, you can't argue with his decision-making process there. Can't argue with it.
Yeah, he was flawless decision, definitely rational, well thought out for him. Anyway, welcome to another exciting edition of the pod. We're back.
I too would betray the world for pussy.
And die in the process, I guess.
Well, not yet.
All right. Welcome to another exciting edition of the show, guys. This is the 5th anniversary episode.
What?
Can you believe it?
Wow, that's pretty amazing.
Yeah, 5 years we've been doing this pod. To think, when we started doing this pod, Donald Trump all over the news. We're doing this pod today.
Glad
Donald
that's
Trump
over.
still in the news.
Wait, what? He is?
Yeah, but also there's aliens.
Oh yeah, there's like aliens now. Said some dude.
Some dude in front of Congress, and Congress is like, okay.
We'll make a note of that.
Yeah.
Instead of just saying, this guy's fake and gay. Officially censuring him.
Can you censure somebody as fake and gay?
That's probably been done at least once in the 1950s.
Yeah. Yeah, McCarthy probably did that for sure.
I want to see like some old-timey records of a guy, like the guy saying that, but just in much more flowery language.
But yeah, listen, I was thinking about some of our favorite memories of the pod, like that time we had a 4th host.
Oh, that's a good memory for you, Swanson?
Oh,
no,
God.
Maybe that's not a great.
I could still remember. Oh, she was in 11 pieces.
And then we were in Denver.
Well, I mean, we still are.
Oh, how many years ago was that?
I feel like actually at this point we've been in Denver longer than we were at our own home states.
Yeah, we're officially Denverites now.
That's right. We all got together, celebrated with the Denver Nuggets when they won the NBA championship this year.
I have a Colorado license plate in my car.
Yeah.
And a Colorado driver's license.
Remember that time that we were on a podcast network?
Wow, aren't we still on that network, technically speaking?
Can't you still buy T-shirts with our logo on it?
Both of those are technically true, I think.
I don't think we're listed on the website anymore.
I don't think there's a website anymore. But listen, I'm not trying to get too inside baseball here. I'm just saying, 5 years we've been through it, And now we've got, it's just a question of how much more do we got in us.
I'm quitting the pod after this.
This is the last step?
Yeah, bye.
Well, that's fine because...
Yeah, fortune teller told me that I need to get out of this podcast as soon as possible or something terrible will happen.
Fortune teller.
Yeah, fortune teller.
Listen, I've been to that fortune teller, and that's bullshit, man, okay? I asked that fortune teller to make me big, and it said I already was.
Oh, normal. She told me quitter.
Well, I mean, how true do you think that is to your life?
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, don't worry, Stair. You can quit. I got a replacement for you.
Oh?
Yeah, his name is Podcastington, and he's a podcasting expert.
Is he...
Oh, is that
waiting
him right
in
there?
The halls? Is he that guy? He looks like a famous NASA engineer.
No, I don't know who that is.
Oh, well. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Congratulations on 5 years.
I guess you got in because we don't have a back wall on the building.
Yeah, well, listen, hey, just back up. Because we are recording. And we kind of don't want, you can, hang out, I guess. Just, stay over there.
Don't open the refrigerator.
Yeah, keep that's for hosts only.
I think he's nodding. I don't know. So yeah, there's a superconductor as well. 5 years.
Do you think in 5 years that'll be good? Still?
It's going to revolutionize the world in 5 years.
Well, we can only hope.
Does it need to be at absolute zero or anything, or is it just
no? The point is it's room temperature.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Hey, that's that's what I'm at.
And luckily, that'll be common on our planet for many years to come.
Wait, Swanson, your body's at room temperature?
Yeah, that's not normal.
We need to huddle up, Swanson. Take off your shirt.
I think that means you're dead.
Oh, I don't know. I feel pretty alive.
We need to press our chests together, Swanson.
All right. Yeah. Let me just. Normally we do this after the pod, but I guess we can do it right now. It is the 5-year anniversary.
Anything is possible.
But hey, listen, if you're listening to the pod here, you got any quips, comments, questions, foresights, otherwise, perhaps a congrats or a stop making the pod email, send any of that over to us at our email address and we'll read it aloud on the podcast. That's right. tvtunerspodcast@gmail.com is where you're going to want to send your stuff. What's that email address, Kiorein?
tvtunerspodcast@gmail.com.
That's right. You can be like Gio, who sent us this email. I feel like it's kind of appropriate for the anniversary here. Friendship circle.
Oh.
All right, boys. Go around in a circle and compliment each other. And they better be genuine. Gio.
Circle. Huh, how do we make a circle with three guys? It's always going to be going to be a triangle no matter what we do.
3 points make a triangle. 3 points make a triangle.
I say, listen, I'll just go first, okay? And I'll compliment Stair here. And I'll be genuine and I'll say that Stairmaster is very tall.
I think you're tall too, Swanson.
Okay, now kiss.
Well, wait, aren't you supposed to compliment us?
Yeah, I think that you guys are a good couple.
Do you think we're tall?
Okay. Yeah, how tall are you?
Yeah, and you're both tall.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think Swanson's like a whole 2 inches taller than I am.
Yeah.
Or 1 inch? I don't remember.
Listen,
I don't
2
care.
inches is all you need.
If you remember what heights we are, please email us. We gotta renew our licenses.
Yeah, and they definitely continually ask that question and don't just look at the old license.
And my license says that I'm 6 feet tall.
Oh, mine says 6'2".
Mine says 7'1".
Yeah, that tracks. Do you guys want to see the responses that Google says I should send to Geo?
Yes.
All right. Number 1, we have, haha, thanks.
Okay.
My personal favorite is this one in the middle here. Thanks for the tip. And last but not least, of course, thanks, I will.
I think we should go for it with thanks for the tip.
All right. Gotta send that off. Thank you, Gio. That was a very rousing little friendship circle there. We're all friends here.
Oh.
I mean, if you don't count whoever that is over there.
Looks like he's getting a little agitated, but I guess he's our friend. I don't know.
I mean, I guess. When you're in this house, you're a friend. Unless we decide you're not.
Just let him pace around in peace.
Yeah, it's the best course of action, honestly. Just let him
Meanwhile,
sort
we
of
can get onto our next segment.
get it out of his system. Yeah, I mean, it's a question I always ask, one that's near and dear to my heart. What did you guys watch this week? Anything fun, exciting? Something you want to talk about?
Oh, I watched We Own This City, produced by David
What's that?
Seaman.
David Seaman?
David Seaman.
David
David Seaman for the 1999 for the Sega Dreamcast.
Wow, they made a whole video game? They made a whole movie for the Dreamcast?
Yeah.
It's wild. All right, well, what's it?
6 episodes. Well, imagine The Wire, except it's even more grim. And instead of McNulty, you have John Barenthal pretending to be a Dundalk yokel, who's like the scummiest cop on Earth.
This. I think I heard
but
of
it's
this
completely, yeah.
It's completely what now?
He's the scummiest cop on Earth, but he's like, "Hey, I'm a nice guy.
Oh, not a nice guy.
Ooh,
Come on, I'm
something
taking this.
about this.
I'm taking these drugs off the streets and
Okay,
giving
I
them to
can
my
get behind
bondsman pal to resell."
Whoa.
Hey, I don't beat anybody, so I'm a good guy.
Oh, I don't like
I
this
love
guy.
my wife. I'm there for my kids.
Oh, get him out of here. Get him out of here.
I make sure to fuck the prostitutes in a hotel across the state.
All right. Yeah,
I'm
get this guy,
not doing a good Dundalk accent, but John Barenthal really nails it.
Get this guy off my TV.
Get him off my TV, but
Also,
let him
Jamie
stay.
Hector is back as a homicide detective again, which gave me traumatic flashbacks to Bosch.
Yeah, there's no Bosch in this.
No,
Okay, well, is it a tune in or tune out?
as a tune in, it's only 6 episodes.
Okay.
But also
easy
the
watch.
episode, but also the last episode, basically the characters looking at the audience, being like, "This shit's fucked. Do something."
They asked the audience to do something.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are you going to do about it, Stare?
Nah. You know,
You're too sleepy, aren't you?
I'm gonna have to stop buying heroin. It's not good for society.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what they say.
I can get behind that message. No more heroin for Stairmaster.
Specifically. Everyone else is fair game.
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't want to police people's
I'm not
substance
quitting.
intake.
Yeah, this is only for Stare.
Yeah,
So that's a tune
this week, that's a tune in. This week I watched the latest anime season of Dr. Stone. You guys remember when I talked about that?
Did he finally turn to stone?
No. The thing is that they were turned to stone, and then they weren't. They turned back to normal.
Oh, right. So they all turn back to normal now? They're all normal people?
I mean, like, some of them are.
No, most of humanity is still stones, I think.
Yeah. but they're working on it.
They have been stones for thousands of years, Swanson.
That's too long.
Yeah,
At that point,
anime
they become
still
fossil.
It's like
fossil is a stone, Swanson.
Yeah, but don't you become fossilized at that point?
No, because they're stones. I don't get what...
If you crack them
Swanson,
open,
they're
wouldn't they just be a
stones.
fossil?
Well, they'd be dead if you crack them open. That's a plot point.
Oh, okay.
There's a guy who's like, we need to kill all the adults.
yeah, he's not a nice guy.
He's also superhumanly strong. Like, his muscles are as powerful as the Dr. Stone's brain is smart.
Whoa, muscles over brain?
And the character is like the synthesis of this. Or he's got stamina.
He's got stamina.
Oh, he's got the stamina?
Yeah, anyways, I stopped reading it after a couple chapters.
Why?
I got better things to do.
Yeah, name them. List them.
You're too good to learn about science.
About making gunpowder.
But yeah, it's a fun program still. They're up to wacky hijinks. They're going out on a boat now. They have a boat arc.
Oh, boat arc.
Yeah, they're sailing to Elfland.
More. Yeah, I can't wait to see what that arc is like when it wraps up in 2 years.
Yeah, it's on hiatus.
Rest in
currently.
peace.
Yeah, rest in peace.
So that's a tune-in, Kyo. It was a great time.
You tune in on the latest season. I think
fun?
it's the first half, season 3 they're doing. I don't know why they do this, where they can't figure out like how to put the episodes in one season and air it all at once.
Well, how many
Attack on
episodes is
Titan, final season, part 5, episode 3.
Yeah, that's the most egregious example.
Well, the real reason is that there's too many anime projects for the anime industry to cover effectively. Which is why you see production fuck-ups like Gundam Witch from Mercury having 93 key animators on the last episode.
Oh my god, that's insane.
Now, speaking
and
of...
also being done by a movie studio.
Speaking of Witch from Mercury, I heard they're not actually gay.
Yeah, it's up to interpretation, apparently. Except in the last episode, Miura
Except in the last
calls...
episode where they say, these witches are gay.
Except for, in the last episode, Miura calls Suletta's sister her sister-in-law, and she's wearing a wedding ring. And also, Suletta has her middle finger and index finger nails trimmed.
What does that mean?
Okay, well, Kyo, when a woman loves another woman,
and
they don't feel like doing mouth stuff, and they don't I guess they don't got any equipment on hand.
You would think a Gundam pilot would have some equipment on hand.
They only trim the 2 nails.
Oh, that's all you need.
Yeah, I would just trim all my nails.
I feel like you would have experience having known of women.
I've
known
biblically.
That's all you need is just to know.
Having knowledge in a biblical sense.
I always keep my nails trimmed properly. I have a grooming routine.
Yeah, you got skincare.
I mean, it's basic.
Yeah, I got skincare. I look at my skin. I say, skin feel good.
Anyway, so yeah, they had a Gundam Ace magazine did a interview with Miarian's voice actress where she said explicitly that they were married in the analog print, and then when it went digital, the article went digital. Bandai had it edited out.
So they've got a corporate guy who's like, no.
Yeah,
gay.
and that's where the up to interpretation came up.
No gay.
And so now everyone on the internet worldwide is mad, to the point that people who were drawing boys' love art of Ghoul and his brother fucking are now drawing art of Suletta and Murin, despite Bandai.
I mean, listen, Gundam's been gay since the start.
Yeah, but don't tell it to the executives.
What is up with executives not, in this current year, still being like, no.
Well, remember the Budweiser thing? That really spooked them.
Yeah, but that was a completely different issue, technically speaking.
Yeah. Also, Japanese executives are probably like 10 plus years older than American executives, at least.
Yeah, I heard that they have the same kind of mandates in Sega with our good friend, future podcast guest Ian Flynn.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Sonic the Hedgehog.
Ian Flynn's not allowed to be gay?
No, they have got two characters who are clearly supposed to be a lesbian couple, and they're not allowed to say it.
Wait, which Sonic character is supposed to be gay?
From the comics.
They're comic-only characters.
Okay.
It's not like Cream's mom.
I thought you were going to say, like...
nails.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say, like, Blaze the Cat has a girlfriend or something.
No.
Good for her.
Yeah, you honestly get it.
I think she and Amy would make a cute couple.
They're too cowardly to make that happen.
Also,
they're afraid.
I don't know if you guys noticed this, but when we started talking about anime, the guy, our friend, he seemed to be like calm down. He seemed to be pretty happy. But now we're talking about Sonic, and he's pacing again.
Most of our fans partake in the anime world.
Yeah, you would say they dabble in it.
Oh, is this guy one of our fans? Are you a fan? Why isn't he talking to us anymore?
Just let him look at the floor. Anyways, so did you watch anything else, Keo?
No, you think I had time to watch two things?
Maybe.
No.
It's absurd.
I watched Shin Ultraman.
Oh.
What's that?
It's about a guy who comes from space to beat up the monsters coming from underground. And then he decides to merge with a human being because he's inspired by his heroic act of sacrifice when he throws himself on top of a child to protect him from collateral damage from the Hijack kaiju battle.
The monster lived on its own underground, or is that friends?
Yes. They're part of the Earth's natural immune system.
Oh, okay.
And then a bunch of space businessmen show up and try to buy the Earth, so he has to beat the shit out of them.
Is this like Shin Godzilla?
No, it's like shit. No, not different. Really. I mean, the director is clearly aping Shin Godzilla's directorial style, and Hideki Anno is producing it. But it's more straightforward.
It is Shin Godzilla. Got it.
No.
So is this a tune-in or a tune-out?
It's a tune-out. It's a tune-in. He's a big guy. He does the laser beam. What more can you want?
Ooh, I love big guys that do laser beams.
There's homage to Charge Counterattack in the third act.
Oh, like what? The world blows up?
Zeton is assembling in the atmosphere in orbit, and violin is playing.
Oh, okay.
There's a montage of people in Japan going about their day.
Ultraman could have been a mother to me.
Yeah. No, there's no mommy stuff, but there is a giant woman. So 10 out of 10. 6 bags of popcorn.
Well, I watched something.
Oh, you did, Swanson.
That's right. I watched the summer hit of the movie hit of the summer. Barbie.
Oppenheimer.
No, Barbie make more money. Barbie make it the money.
Is that all it takes to be a hit?
Yes.
Yes, literally. Where have you been Where have you been the last 40 years? Yeah, but Barbie make it the money, and I go to the theater and see it.
Okay, and what else?
Are you trans now?
Yeah, it turned me not only gay, but it made me a woman.
Have you seen the controversy that Warner Brothers did a Barbieheimer meme, and now everyone in Japan is mad?
Yes, I did see this.
So they've been posting Barbie 9/11 memes.
I did not have the time to dedicate 5 hours of my life to the Barbieheimer experience, but I did see Barbie, which is a movie that's under 2 hours, so kicks ass immediately, and then has the added benefit of being really, really funny. It's great stuff, guys.
Movies are back, baby.
Sure, it might be a lot of like feminism 101 type stuff going on, but I mean, that's fine. Most people probably aren't exposed to that on the daily, so it's good. But it's really funny. Ryan Gosling's great in it. Margot Robbie, great. Some great cameos. John Cena shows up. It's great. It's good stuff, man. I don't know what to tell you.
John Cena did a movie with Jackie Chan recently.
I will say, this movie, this whole Barbie movie deal,
Yes?
maybe one of the top 5 greatest final lines in a movie.
Oh, okay, I can believe that.
It's great. It makes you think that it's going for sort of a generic, typical ending, and then the final line just, real great closer, real funny. Great movie. Tune in.
So this film made you smile and laugh?
This film had me smiling, had me laughing, had me going, aha, aha, gaha. Anyway, that's it for me.
Did it ever make you put your hand to your chin in contemplation?
Did you turn to your girlfriend and like, oh, I get it now?
Yeah, I had sort of like a Danny DeVito watching.
Okay.
I was just like, I get it now. The female experience.
So
Nice.
that's what we watched.
It's true. And now it's time for us to talk about the news. Isn't that right?
A man is on fire in Lego City. Assemble the rescue helicopter.
Hold on. Did you hear? What's he doing?
He's going to the bathroom, it looks like. I don't know why that's a big deal.
All right.
Yeah, he's just a little antsy. Maybe
I mean, we didn't show him where the bathroom was, so it's weird that he knows.
Well, this is not the biggest of houses, considering it's only half of one.
Yes, it's true. The other half is where we keep our library and our bedrooms.
I mean, the halls of torment are pretty big, but I don't know why you'd walk down those.
Yeah, they're kind of sort of they're isolated neatly away from most of what we do.
Anyways, the news.
Yeah, so there's a strike going on. Did you guys hear about that?
No.
Yes, you told me.
Yeah, it's stuff's going on down there.
You were like, this is very important. History is happening.
Not only is a strike going on, but on a recent rally, a stunt double set themselves on fire.
Who's stunt double?
Not just anybody's stunt double, Stare, of course. It's Harrison Ford's stunt double.
So this 6-year-old man.
Yeah, or this. I don't know if he's a little younger than. I think he's in his 50s, but he has enough gray hair to match Harrison Ford.
I can't believe we're doing self-immolation nowadays.
I can't believe you could still set yourself on fire at 50. I feel like that's got to stop at 49.
He walked up on stage with a SAG-AFTRA on strike sign, on fire, and then said, "We are tired of being burned up."
He was a real one. Rest in peace.
Rest in power.
Well, this was a stunt guy, Keo, so he's fine.
Oh,
it was just like a stunt.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, I guess.
Why do you say it like that?
What do you mean?
I guess I appreciate the gesture and good job, and I support the protest. 3 bags of popcorn.
Are you like? You sound disappointed that he didn't actually burn.
Oh, that would have. Well, let's be real. If he had set himself on fire and died, the media would just been like, he's mentally ill. The stag needs to be punished for this.
Yeah, shut the entire strike down.
Like
people back to work next day.
Like the lawyer set himself on fire to protest climate change, and then everyone just ignored it.
Yeah, there's the stunt people, of course, are also part of SAG-AFTRA. It's kind of an important part that goes overlooked when you think it's just actors. But this also comes as part of the deal was more safety regulations for these people, as more people have been getting hurt on the job recently.
What I would do is I'd have a guy on set saying, "Careful, careful, be careful." double check that gun. Make sure it's not loaded with live ammunition. Careful.
And I'm not even sure they need to use real guns anymore in movies.
Yeah, they could. They should. Still.
I mean, the raid used airsoft guns, and you can't tell.
They should just bring out a real gun loaded.
Whenever they have like a shootout, they should just actually have a shootout.
Yeah, they should have people who are okay being murdered.
The Roman method.
But listen, it wasn't all solidarity on the movement, okay? One brave actor decided to condemn the strike, but support the union?
Kevin Spacey.
Who did this?
Kevin Spacey, innocent.
I mean, legally in a court of law?
No, of course I'm talking about former Arrow star Stephen Amell.
From Arrow, the hit TV show Arrow?
Yes, he was the titular Arrow from the TV show Arrow. He now currently stars on the Stars TV show, which is a fictionalized wrestling show.
So how does that work? How do you have a union that doesn't strike?
He just likes hanging out with the fellas.
It's like we want more pay, etc. It's like, okay, what are you going to do about it? We're going to ask really nicely.
There was a great tweet I saw that was like, this dude made a wrestling show for 2 years and suddenly hates unions. Wrestling notoriously being an anti-union business.
He went to talk to Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, he had to. He must have. Listen, brother, we can't have him unionizing. But anyway, when a fan asked Stephen Amell about the strike, he took a moment to make a statement in opposition, saying, "I support my union. I do, and I stand with them. I do not support striking."
Fuck you.
What is there a logical process behind what he's saying, or is he just like trying to save face for being anti-union?
So here's
clearly there's some cognitive dissonance going on.
As far as I can tell, it's because he wants to promote his show that he produces, Heels, which is premiering their second season.
I was going to say he was a liberal, so he liked the aesthetics of being in the union, but the idea of actually enacting political change that isn't determined by a group of unaccountable technocrats is horrifying to him.
Well, I say that because this is what the other part of what he says, which is he's talking about the tactic of not of striking in general, but also specifically he mentions not being able to promote work, which is I think that it is reductive. It's a reductive negotiating tactic, and I find the entire thing incredibly frustrating. And I think that the thinking as it pertains to shows like the show that I'm on that premiered last night, I think it's myopic.
So he just like casually just promotes it in the middle of this spiel.
Yeah, can we make sure not to say what show he's promoting?
I already did, but I can take it out.
Just bleep it out.
Yeah, it's true. We should not say what show he's promoting.
In fact, if you do watch the show, I will come to your house with a hammer.
Listen, we'll just say it's a show that features guys.
No. Yes, there are men in this show. That's all you get to know.
But yeah, it is. It's a very interesting statement there. But yeah, he's. I think the general gist of it here is that he is not happy with being able to promote his show, and so he is being a scab. But anyway, we'll see what happens with Mr. Amell going forward. But I mean, what do you think they're going to kick him out or something?
Yes.
I mean, I doubt they bend the rules for Mr. Arrow. Now, I did just read this update, which is where he clarified his earlier statement. You guys ready for this? This is always good. It's always great when someone walks something back. We love it.
Well, I'm assuming he said, I was fucked up. I was wrong. They had my family.
This is what he said today. To ensure there is no misunderstanding about my thoughts and intentions, I'm providing what I actually said in clarity context to ensure that my feelings aren't unintentionally misinterpreted.
Oh yeah, this is going to be really good. A real mea culpa.
This is the statement here, okay? My off-the-cuff use of the word support is clearly contradictory to my true feelings and my emphatic statement that I stand with my union. Of course I don't like striking. Nobody does. But we have to do it. We have to do what we have to do. He continued, I'm an actor, and I was speaking extemporaneously for over an hour. I emote, but I certainly don't think these issues are simple. Our leadership has an incredibly complicated job, and I'm grateful for all that they do. Despite some of my terrible early acting work, I assure you, I'm not a robot. From an intellectual perspective, I understand why we are striking, but that doesn't mean it isn't emotionally frustrating on many levels for all involved.
Shut up. Nobody cares. Nobody cares what you feel.
That's the end of the statement.
Well, yeah, and I stand by my remarks.
Yeah, so he's saying I was upset, so I had a little bit of like a off the cuff remark about how we shouldn't be striking in a union, which is like
I just had to. I accidentally licked the boot.
I'm upset, and so I accidentally decided to do some free promotion for my show.
Yeah. The only way we can actually negotiate, we won't use it because it would be upsetting, I guess.
Yeah, so this it's great. Good stuff. Congrats to Stephen Amell.
I guess really, in a sense, his emphasis on his emotional state does belie the liberal ideology.
I just like the use of from an intellectual perspective. As if striking is some sort of complicated, complex sort of thought process that we have to all think about real hard, and we can't just understand it at a base level.
Here, we like to analyze television from an intellectual perspective.
And also, unlike Stephen Amell, TV Tuners Podcast not only stands with the union, but is also totally cool with striking. In fact, I feel like there should be more striking. Even if you're not in a union, strike. I don't know what you're striking, but do it.
Stop the trains. Do it.
Anyway, that's it for the news. And, did you guys hear the door open? Oh, he's coming out of the bathroom.
Wait. He's walking towards us with real intention. What's he doing?
Nobody move. I have a gun, and this is my podcast now.
Whoa,
sit down, motherfucker. You're going to start talking about anime this episode.
I don't know if
do we have anything to talk about with that? I think I already said all my anime takes.
I don't know.
Yeah, we gotta act quick. I don't want him to destroy my real grade Xeon.
I mean, I don't really... Guys, you know I don't really watch anime. I don't know what to talk about.
Oh, did you watch My Adventures with Super... Oh, fuck.
Does that count as anime? He's getting real agitated when you said that.
Yeah, that is not anime.
And I did not watch more of that show.
What if we just pretend that Hijack is an anime?
Oh. Okay, yeah.
We'll just be like, intrigued. Yeah, this was directed by Mamoru Oshii in 2004.
Okay, yeah, he seems to be buying it.
He's stroking his chin.
He's thinking like he maybe heard
with the gun.
I mean, we were saying some very thought-provoking things, like what is anime in the first place? That's
Hijack is a 2004 anime on Apple TV Plus. With Idris Elba in the English dub.
That's right. Yeah. Let's talk about the show, the anime that we watch. Hijack follows Sam, played by Idris Elba, a talented business negotiator who must use his skills to broker a peaceful end to a hijacking of a 7-hour flight from Dubai to London.
In the Japanese version, his name is Honda.
Did Hijack leave you without your cell phone and no contacts? Or did it give you a safe landing?
I think I need to put on the mask.
Oh, uh-oh. Yeah, this was an interesting one here, because this is one of the rare moments where they decided that Idris Elba is not going to be an action boy.
Well,
Spoilers, Stairmaster?
I don't really think of Idris Elba as an action guy. Do you?
I think of him as like a crime guy.
I think
I guess
Stringer
it's true.
Bell.
I mean, in recent years, he's been more of an action guy, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really watch movies, so I don't really know what he's doing.
Oh, fuck you.
If we're talking about shows that we've done before that feature Idris Elba, I guess he didn't do much action in Turn Up Charlie either.
Which I was not present for, so.
Former ep of the pod. I think it was just me and Keo for that one.
That was a baffling program.
There's something wrong with the British, which I feel like we should discuss on this episode.
Yeah, that was Idris Elba as a DJ, which he does in real life. But he could not translate it to making a good TV show that time. So we'll see if the second time is the charm for this one.
Unfortunately, he's not a DJ in this one.
No, and in fact, they keep what he is a secret until the very end, like it's going to be a big deal.
I'd like to see him use his DJ skills to solve the problem on the plane.
The healing power of music cannot be underestimated.
Whoa, hey, listen, here's what we're going to do, guys, okay? We're going to bust it down. Alright, I'm going to break down this beat.
The thing you just said, I'm going to use it as an element in this next track.
You mean the part where I said, get the fuck down? Get the fuck down.
Got just the track for that, mate.
When you were giving your demands to the government, I'm going to put that as a monologue at the start of the album. And then the drop will come.
And the guy's like, go on.
I'm going to get this whole airplane cabinet dancing.
But the show knows that you're here for Idris Elba because that's the first thing you see. You just see his face.
You just see the blackness and the camera pulls out.
But anyway, we get introduced for the first, I don't know, about half of this show. Is a lot of just like, oh, there's a lot of hijacker potential here. There's a
swarthy man who's late for the flight.
Yeah, what could he be up to? It's like, oh, those guys don't look no good. Oh, maybe it's this lady.
Maybe it's Idris Elba because his wife's situation is poor.
Yes, yeah,
his
Idris
wife's
Elba
prospects are non-existent.
Idris Elba is a cuck in this show. He his wife is being.
You have to put some reverb on that. Cuckold.
But his wife is currently being dicked down by a detective.
We hate to see
like
it, guys.
all Anglo men is hideous to look at.
Yeah.
They couldn't even find a hot guy to cuck.
Just an absolute like beta of a man. He's just a normal looking guy. He comes in and he's like, "Oi, I'm the boyfriend." And like Idris Elba's son is like, "Yeah, sure you are, pal." You can tell that even the son is unimpressed with who his mom has decided to reject Idris Elba for.
Well, he's like, hey,
he's
like, I don't go outside the bicycle anymore because you and your cop buddies pull me over for no reason. He's like, no, come on, man.
Hey, we wouldn't do that. Why? Because you're black? Oh, man, come on.
We love black women. I mean, black people.
Did I say women? I meant all of you. I love the whole race. It's just such a great culture.
Every single one of you. You people.
But Idris Elba has like a necklace and like flowers, or not flowers. He has like a whole like necklace that he's like gonna get for his wife, but she's like, "Don't get on that plane." And he gets on it anyway.
Too late, winky face.
The big crux of the episode, or like the big like moment before things go to the hijacking, is one of the, there's like a, I don't know, I guess they're like some sort of sports team. Some girls are on the plane, and one of them goes to the bathroom, and she finds the bullet. I mean, someone must have mailed a bullet to this plane. I don't get it. And so
Darren mentioned that the show like introduces us to almost everyone on this flight. It feels like
there's a ton of people that they just. It's like half the episode is just like there's this person and there's mom. This person. It's like here's a mom here's a mom. Here's some people who might be hijackers. Oh no, they're not, but that guy is.
We get like 30 minutes of just getting to watch British people get on a plane.
Yeah, that's another problem with the show. British people.
Yeah, too British. You know, it's all right when it's Idris Elba, but this many British people who aren't Idris Elba, I don't know, guys.
Can't tolerate it.
But anyway, she finds the bullet and she talks to a man she had befriended before, a nice British gentleman. This is a lesson that we should all sort of heed, which is to never talk to an older British man under any circumstance.
Do not trust them.
Because he's like, "All right, darling, yeah, I'm gonna go sort this out real quick. You just keep your little mouth shut." And he goes up and talks to a guy in first class, and he's like, "We got a problem, boss." And I love, so the show does like an immediate character flip on this guy, which is this is a trope that happens a lot in TV shows where it's like, all right, now you know that this guy's the bad guy, so we're gonna make him act more.
Twist.
We're gonna act more like an asshole than he ever had before. I guess you can argue that he's getting frustrated, but still,
he was hiding his rudeness levels.
Yeah, now they're through the roof, and he comes back, and he's like, "They told me it was fine. There were some security people on here, and one of them lost a bullet." His story kind of sucks ass, which like he's the one that's mad that they figure it out when it's like, dude, your story couldn't even handle a minute of scrutiny. Like
you should have just not come back.
Yeah, you couldn't wait 10 minutes?
You just wait 2 minutes, come back, tell them, hey, I'm talking with the flight attendant right now. They're getting it all sorted out, don't worry. And then go back up to the front.
Yeah, he tries to Walter White this shit where he overthinks it.
Walter White, famously bad at lying, and no one ever believes him.
Yeah, like he comes back there and he might as well be like, they said someone was in a fugue state with a gun. Like, all he really had to do was go up and be like, yeah, they said they handled it. They're handling it. Not to worry. The end. Like, at least there'd be less questioning than you being like, yeah, there was some guy on here with a gun, security detail, you know how it is.
Anyway, so they have to hijack early.
They have to hijack early. You never want to hijack early.
Whenever I do a hijack, I always do it like after we're about to land. It's the best way to do it.
Yeah.
Wait, guys?
They were trying to wait for right before they entered British airspace to do it.
Yeah, because as we know, the British airspace is like a lawless sort of land.
Because England is the only country in the world.
Yeah.
As we find out.
Hold on.
So anyways,
guys, Bob's got his gun out. He said, I think he's got something he would...
Bring back the 1,000-Year Bleach podcast, or I will put a 6mm round in Keo's skull Then I'll fucking stomp on Stairmasters, or should I say Gundam Cell's Gunpla collection, while he tries to mourn his pathetic death.
I mean, do you guys want to do that?
That's a lot of episodes.
I mean, like we got through like the good bit, and now we gotta wait a lot of episodes before we get to the other good bit.
Which is only like 12 episodes, and then it goes bad again.
Oh,
probably.
The 1,000-Year War go bad?
Famously.
Okay.
What did you expect? What did you expect?
I mean, I guess, yeah, you're right. It's true. He seems calm about us talking. We're talking about anime now, and he seems calm again. Like,
a content calm has washed over him as he...
The calm before the storm, I would say.
Yeah, and now we keep talking about him, so now he's getting angry again. So
he does not want really any attention. So yeah, since we're at gunpoint, the Bleach podcast is coming back.
Yeah, that's right. We're definitely doing it. And what was that, Bob?
You're going to make the One Piece podcast, where you review every episode of the anime and read every chapter of the manga to compare and contrast. If you don't do this, I will drop a CRT television on Swanson's head, completely obliterating it and leaving nothing behind.
Oh.
Well, that's a lot of even more episodes.
Yeah, that's like...
Isn't there like 1,000 episodes of One Piece?
Well, okay, I guess we're going to do the One Piece podcast now, and we're going to... Guys, that's a lot. That's how many episodes is that? Like 1,000 something?
I think they're like at 1,100 now.
That's almost too many, Bob.
They've been
at
making
this point,
it since 1999.
How bad is the filler in that? Is it pretty bad?
What do you think? It's been going on since 1999, Swanson, and they do like 17 pages of comic every week.
Well, I mean, that'll give us plenty of material to lambast and discuss.
That's right, yeah. And plus there's like 15 movies or some shit?
Do we have to watch the movies too? He's nodding.
We should watch the Bleach movies. I think that's what society wants from us.
I think those are like universally outside of the first one considered trash garbage.
Oh, who's this? What would you fucking know, Swanson? You don't talk to people.
Are you in the Bleach community, Swanson?
Yeah, stay in your own fucking lane.
I've heard Stairmaster himself has said other than like 2 of them are bad.
Well, Diamond Dust Rebellion is really bad.
Okay, what about Hellverse?
Yeah, my bones felt bad after watching that.
No, Hellverse is peak.
You're telling me a thing called Hellverse is good?
Yes, into the Hellverse.
Oh, it's like real life.
Swanson, they go to hell.
Okay, yeah, that does sound pretty cool. I want to go to hell.
When hell is just a thing in the Bleach universe.
Yeah.
Well, are you saying it's not a... What does that mean? It's just a thing.
We don't expand on this.
It compares... Well, I mean, the movie does.
But that's it. That's all you got.
Well, once you find out that the afterlife exists, you sort of just assume that hell exists, right?
I guess.
I mean, no. When I watch Bleach, I don't think there's a hell also.
Except for the part where that guy gets dragged to hell, like the fourth, like episode 4.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And they're like, he went to hell.
Yeah, I know. I forgot about it completely. It's just, there's hell in Bleach. That's
How could you forget? It's a classic episode of Bleach. That guy gets literally dragged to hell, and everyone's just like, whoa. Actually, no one comments on it, I don't think.
Everyone's like, whoa.
Well, Ichigo says that just happened.
Yeah, it's pretty funny when he said that. Anyway.
Whenever you remind me that there's a hell in Bleach, it's like you would think that would be like a major part of this, because a big portion of the Bleach story revolves around going to other planes of existence.
No.
Yeah, you got to go to other planes of existence.
We need to get back to Hijack. What's it about going to another plane of existence, the sky?
Well, you got to go to other planes of existence so you can find like 18 other cool characters with rad designs and no characterization.
18.
Yeah, I like it when in Bleach they just have like a new like group of guys, so that Taito Kubo can draw them all and have fun.
Yeah, and like they'll show up for like a panel and they'll be like, "My name's Grinder Monkey."
I don't think that's
and
what
then
they're called.
they'll be like,
I don't think that's what they're called.
That's a classic Bleach character.
I'm very upset right now.
Stare, you don't remember Grinder Monkey? That dude's popular.
I hope that Bob Williams kills us soon.
I mean, it's ironic, right? Because we're kind of getting hijacked right now.
Yes.
Get it, guys? Get what I'm talking about here?
No, nobody gets it.
Remember
Anyway,
back in the day, we used to always have in the podcast intro us talking about going on a submarine and things going horribly wrong.
Yeah, it's wild that we kind of predicted it.
That was crazy.
Wow, we're prophets.
It's crazy how the future impresses itself on the past in an effort to be born.
Yeah, I'm pretty insane.
Anyway, there's like an Aryan Brotherhood that's on board. Or some shit.
Well, yeah, there's a guy with that, yeah.
There's like a couple old bald guys who are like, we're gonna fucking get these people, these Middle Easterners.
Yeah, Mark.
We know they're gonna suicide bomb. And Idris Elba's
if they're
like,
Arab,
listen,
we go.
guys. Yeah, and Idris Elba's like, listen, guys, don't do anything stupid, okay? And then we sort of get a hint at that he's like a negotiator type, which is what we learn at the end.
They're not going to.
This is like they hype this up like he's gonna be Liam Neeson from Taken.
Yeah, and instead he's just like some guy who talks.
Yeah,
like his wife and son are like his wife's boyfriend is like, so what does your dad do again? And like his son is like, you don't want to fucking know what my dad does. My dad gets up to so much cool shit. Listen, when businesses need a guy, he's the guy, because what he does for the business is serious stuff. He negotiates.
He does corporate mergers.
Which is very interesting because that reminds me of the film A Hijacking. About a ship that gets hijacked and the business negotiator has to figure it out.
Are you saying this is a plagiarism movie?
Yeah, by negotiating.
TV show?
Yeah. No, this is a movie from 2012.
I know, you're saying this is a plagiarism TV show?
Yes.
How could they possibly do this? So, Stair, what possessed you to go ahead and finish watching this program?
Oh, I haven't finished it yet. Episode 7 just dropped today.
Oh, you know what I mean, like finish watching the current run.
I was like, oh, I got it. I thought all the episodes were out because I forgot Apple does weekly releases. So I was like, okay, I'm going to figure out what the hijacking situation is.
So you were
because this episode it's kind of like stupid.
You were deeply crushed by the fact that you were not able to finish watching it.
No, I was very upset. I was very angry especially because the episode that I ended on almost had them landing the plane and then deciding to go back in the sky.
Excuse me?
Because it turns out when they look at Idris Elba's passport, they send it to the mafia so they could take his son hostage. So now he has to help the hijackers hijack the plane.
But he said he was going to do that at the end of this one.
When they were about to land at a Hungarian airport and the SWAT team was about to go in and kill all the hijackers.
Oh yeah, there's also, of course, the protracted sequence where the pilot is forced to open... Yeah, he beats up his co-pilot.
His female co-pilot. We don't get to see the beating, luckily, but they also make us listen to it, which is worse.
Yeah.
Let's imagine... You can imagine what a woman getting beaten sounds like, right, guys?
I don't have to imagine it. I watched this show. And so I heard it.
Yeah, I don't think about women getting hurt. I think about women having a good time.
Is that what you thought about during the scene? You were like, oh, she's on a beach somewhere.
I hate it when this happens.
Yeah, I was like, wow, this is so unpleasant. I wish he had been nicer to her and did not hit her, and also did not let the hijackers into the...
So he could continue cheating on his wife.
Yeah.
Yeah. They really did their homework, these hijackers. You know, A+ to them for
they knew.
finding a compromised pilot.
They got real lucky. They were like, listen, we got this one pilot that we know, and he's kind of a scumbag. He's got no scruples whatsoever. Like I want like a flashback scene where like the leader of the group is like at a bar with the guy, and he's like, "Yeah, I'd probably let someone take over a plane if they targeted someone I loved."
Oh yeah.
I'm a pilot, but I have my limits, you know.
I really should be more I should really be more faithful to my wife.
Stares at wedding ring. Anyway, time to go
and his trimmed fingernails.
Time to go have an extramarital affair. And he leaves.
I should be more loyal to my wife. Anyways, I'm going to trade this ring for a round of drinks for everybody.
I love Dubai.
Everyone's like, pilot. I don't even know his name. They end up getting inside, and they're like, all right. You're going to tell him that was a false alarm. Because the pilot was like, listen, there's a security situation.
We have an incident, and a confirmed incident.
And so he has to call and be like, actually, there was no incident. He's like, well, you said it was like a confirmed incident. Like, that's a big deal. And he's like, no big deal, actually.
It was just a prank. It was just a prank.
We got pranked.
And of course, they're like... And of course, they just drop the matter instead of like telling everyone else.
Right? He's like, "Oh, guys, I hate to do this to you, but we got punked up here."
So they actually drop it? Like, there's nothing comes of that?
No. In the next episode, like the new husband calls his counter-terrorist friend, and they're like, "Oh yeah, it was just a false alarm. No big deal." So they don't care either.
Oh my god.
Good stuff.
Oh yeah, it doesn't help that Idris Elba does get a text out at the last moment, but it's like the most useless message of all time.
Yeah, he's like, there's a situation. Oh, I'll be fine. Love you.
No.
Yeah. He couldn't have typed, they have guns. I saw the guns.
Oh, just the word plane hijacked, send help.
Yeah. Or armed plane hijacking. Help.
Right, like plane hijacking, 100% real.
Because then the next episode they can't be like, what did he mean by this? Should we do something?
Stair, listen, you're the one who watched all these episodes, so it made me think like, oh, this is probably a pretty good show.
I feel like it's sort of like you no longer feel any sympathy for any of these people. You sort of feel like they should die. They deserve it.
Okay, what if he had texted sad wump with an M, my wife back?
Wumped my wife. and they look at it for a while, and then like all they can think about is why he put wumped.
It's a typo.
They're like, wumped. What could that mean?
Disregard.
But yeah,
let's get back to this dysfunctional household relationship.
Broken household.
But yeah, they turn off the Wi-Fi, and that's before then he can get the sound out or whatever, or the text out, and then they're like, he goes to give him the phone or whatever, and he's like, listen, I'm giving you my phone, but I'm also making a deal with you because I'm gonna help. And that's like intercut between them being like, he's a business negotiator.
And this really kind of just makes him seem like a piece of shit whistling.
Yeah, because he's like, he comes up and he's like, listen, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna help you.
I just want to see my wife again.
Just let me see my wife. I'll help you. You want me to?
I don't
just tell
care
me what
about
you want me
any
to
of these-
suck.
I don't care about any of these people on this plane. I just want to go home. So just come on.
And that's the badass cliffhanger. Or something. I don't know. I don't remember because I watched 4 other episodes after that, and then I watched another episode when it aired a couple days later.
So you're watching it. You're still watching it.
This mad lad. This mad lad's doing it.
Speaking of mad lads, what's Bob Williams doing with his zipper?
Fall Anime 2023, Best Top Animes, Fall 2023 Top 10 Fight Scenes, Anime 2023, Most Heartfelt Moments in Anime 2023, Top 5 Openings 2023.
I mean, listen, what do we think of Hijack? Final thoughts, guys?
This is now. It gets stupider, but I don't know. It kind of reminds me of Hostages in a way. Dylan McDermott core. I guess it.
Yeah.
It kind of oscillated for me between being kind of boring and being kind of baffling. So
You should not pay money to see this.
I wanted this to be the right kind of, like, the fun kind of stupid, but I think it just ended up being the stupid kind of stupid.
and the boring kind too.
Yeah, there's no black people teleporting into prison in this. Sorry.
Yeah, true.
I guess it's a tune out.
Ironic.
Yeah, it's a tune out. I thought we were going to tune in because you watched all of it, but I guess you just kind of hate watching it.
Yeah, I thought Stair was going to, like, extol the virtues of the show to the point where he, like, convinces us that it was worth watching.
I don't know how to describe the feelings of the show. It's very stupid. It reminds me of 24 in some ways.
Did you watch this just because of Idris Elba and you were like, I want to see what Idris Elba gets up to?
I kind of find the idea of of a hijacking fascinating because it's sort of like turning the social order on its head.
Okay, I get it, I guess. I mean, because
Which
I was
is a great,
tempted.
interesting dynamic.
I was tempted to watch more of this show just because it's Idris Elba. Like, I was like Homer, where I was like, you know he's going to do something cool! But he
I
doesn't.
managed to get into like 2 fights without managing to take back control of the plane.
Yeah, Turn Up Charlie should have taught you that Idris Elba is not a mark of quality, Swanson.
Also, in the second episode, he does manage to get a hand on one of the hijacker's guns. And has a gun pointed at the lead hijacker.
And that's just nothing.
And instead
happens.
of shooting him, returns it and says, I just want to get home.
Okay, so he's...
Well, he just wusses out on it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then later it turns out that only one of the guns has real ammunition. And instead of just shouting the guns are fake, he decides to Metal Gear Solid sneak back to the rear of the plane.
Literally could just shout, guns are fake, take them down.
Yeah.
They can't shoot all of us.
Yeah, so that's Hostages.
All right. Well, I asked myself when we decided to watch this, how could they make a TV show that is just about a hostage situation on a plane interesting for 6+ episodes? And the answer was they couldn't.
No. Should have been a movie.
Anyway, tune out on Hostages.
Yeah, tune out.
And what's that, Bob?
Anime 2023, Most Heartfelt Moments in Anime 2023, Top 5 Openings 2023, Coolest Protagonists in Anime 2023. I need this bad. I need it right now. Let's make it hurry.
Yeah, he's just talking about anime over and over again, guys.
Come on, Swanson.
I feel like he seems broken.
Its dick is out.
My cock is erecting and pre-cum is slowly dripping from it.
Oh, no.
You didn't need to tell. Oh, yeah, well.
It seems like Stair's happy about it, though.
It's almost like he's been waiting for this.
What are we even doing? It's been 5 years, and now this is where we're at.
This is what we've come to.
The best is yet to come.
It's true, who knows what the next 5 years have in store for us. Will we still be here? Who's to say for anybody?
I'm sorry, everyone.
But while Bob is over there doing his thing, I feel like this is a great time. I feel like this is a great time for us to remind everybody that we do have a Buy Me a Coffee page. It's buymeacoffee.com/TVtuners. If you've been listening to this app and you're like, what if I could get them to talk about anime, but by giving them money?
Ask us not to do that. Joke ever again. Apologize officially.
Well, all you got to do is go over to buymeacoffee.com/TVtuners. A single coffee gives you a single episode for us to discuss anything that you could want. That's gonna about do it for this week's episode of the show. Next week, hey, look, guys, we're getting into it. Everything's coming full circle. That's right. Director Steven Soderbergh has a TV show, and we're going to talk about it. It's going to be murder, kidnapping, all sorts of crazy stuff, I assume. But until then, keep watching. Bye.
It's over.
I found them.
Hey, folks. It's time for the TV Tuners Denver Fact of the Week. Did you know that Stairmaster once had total control over the Denver airport for 3 hours using just one gun?
That's right.